Whenever we are writing exponential functions, we have to know the equation for each one. So exponential growth means it's increasing, while exponential decay means it's decreasing. The equation for exponential growth, we're going to take this original equation and we're going to say it's a times 1 plus the percent to the x power. And then for decay, we're going to have a, and we're going to have 1 minus whatever the percent is to the x power. In this equation, the a is your original amount, or your starting point, and your b is your multiplier. You must change this number to a decimal before you begin. Normally, it's given to you in a percent. So we're going to be looking for words that tell us increasing or decreasing as we go through. A particular type of cell doubles in number every hour. Doubles is our number. It means 2 times 2. Which function can be used to find the number of cells present at the end of each hours if there are initially 4 of these? So since there's initially 4, that's our start. That's our a value. So whenever we write y equals a times b to the x power, 4 is our a. And then we know our multiplier is double, so that's times 2 to the x power. So whenever we go look at our answers, A does not match and D does not match. And then we just need to check which one is correct out of B and C. B has 4 times 2 and C has 4 plus 2. We want times 2, so B is our answer. Looking at the next question, the amount of fertilizer in a landscaping company's warehouse decreases at a rate of 3% per week. Decrease means going down, that's decay. 3%, write it as a decimal, 0.03 per week. The amount of fertilizer in this warehouse was originally 78,000 cubic yards. Originally, so that's our A. Y equals A times, this is decreasing, 1 minus our percent to the x power. So our original amount is 78,000 times 1 minus our percent, 0.03 to the x power. So let's look at our answers. A doesn't match, B doesn't match, and then we have 1 minus 0.03, which is 0.97. C is our answer. A toy is made up of cylindrical rings stacked on a base shown in a diagram. The diameter of ring 1 is 87% of the diameter of the base. For ring 2 through ring 7, the diameter of each ring is 87% of the diameter of the ring directly below it. So whenever we're writing our equation, y equals a times b to the x power, so we're going to go down and look at the rest of the problem. The diameter of the base is 5 inches. So our starting point, our base, is 5 inches. So that's going to be our A value. Y equals 5 times, our multiplier is 0.87 to the x power. So our only one that starts with 5 and has 0.87 as the multiplier is letter F. Last one. This table contains some points on the graph of an exponential function. Based on the table, which function represents the same relationship? So we have a couple of options here. We can look at the values that it's given us and we can notice what are we multiplying by here, which is times 4. That will be our multiplier, our B value. And we can see that our initial is here. That's our A value. Or another option you have is you can start a new document. And you can add lists and spreadsheets. And then you can enter the data Make sure to label the X and Y. And then you would press Control Doc and add Data and Statistics. Label the X and Y axis. Menu. Sorry, that's menu. 4 for analyze, 6 for regression, and this is an exponential, so we'll then click 8. From there, it will actually tell you the equation. So if we go back to our original one, we know our initial is 0.0625. We know our multiplier is 4, and it's always to the x power. We can match it to letter H.